Always a party at Patchworks. Let's get this party started. Woot woot. Hi everyone, this is Julie from Patchworks, and I am so excited that you're joining us for another Must Sew TV tonight here at Patchworks. Whew, I'm so excited that my microphone alerted me right before we got started so that I didn't get lost somewhere in the middle of our presentation. That's always the worst. But I made sure to go and get another giant pack of batteries so that I was good to go with our microphone. So I hope everyone is doing well tonight. I see people are hopping on. Hello, hello, hello. If you can do me a favor and make sure to like and share this video so that people can see it, that'd be great. I always appreciate when you do that. And if one of you can make sure to share it to our Patchworks party, that would be fabulous. So we have some really fun bundles today, and we got a little bit of fabric, and I have a new quilt behind me. We are still celebrating our St. Patrick's Day, and I have our Luck of the Irish complimentary pattern for you in store along with kits. However, Heidi just finished piecing and binding this one, and I have a little lesson to share with you as well, so that's super exciting. So let's get started and talk about our bundle of the week. Woo! So our bundle of the week that we have today, we're calling a spring floral. So this is a contemporary styling here, and my focus fabric that I picked was this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous Dear Stella print. And it had come in with some of the forest, kind of those forest animals, the super cute, kind of realistic deer and bunny, and that's really pretty, but not all of us are sewing for babies or nurseries all the time, and maybe we just want to use these beautiful florals for some gorgeous piece. So these two are the Dear Stella pieces from that line, and we decided to build a little collection around that. So one of the things that I wanted to put in there that I just thought really, really was spectacular with these prints were these two Essex linens. So we have not been pairing Essex linen and quilting cottons for a little bit now. But you know, back when we first introduced Essex linens into our fabric assortment, our curated selection here, we had gone ahead and put different substrates together. One of my very, very, very favorite quilts is corduroy and linen and printed cottons and some solids, all sorts of things mashed together. So these colors I thought go really, really well. If you've never worked with this, it's a woven. It has a very nice hand to it, and this Essex linen does not shrink up like some other linens do. It's a cotton linen blend. It works really well. It sews really well. Of course, it is going to fray just a little bit more than your printed solids will, as it is a yarn dye piece, but I thought that I would introduce that into the stack because I thought they were perfect, perfect, perfect colors. So we have these two in here, and then we added in some Ruby Star, some Art Gallery, some Fancy That Design House, four different grunges, and then this really great cross hatch kind of solid that I thought just popped the vibrant peachy coral tone just to sort of round out that floral note. So anyhow, that is our bundle of the week. We have put together not only the fat quarter bundles like we've been doing, but we also have several half-yard bundles as well. Let me share for you the link that has all of our bundle of the week options. Just to jog your memory, wanted to share with you that our bundles of the week that we put together, 12 curated pieces of fabric. Our fat quarter bundles that are regularly priced at $39 have a special price of $24.99, and that is the price that they stay until they're gone. So depending on the collection, sometimes they last for a little bit because sometimes we even make quite a few of them, and there's sometimes that they're gone that night. So I hope you enjoy this stack and have fun with it, with either stash building or using in one of your favorite 12-pack bundle patterns. All right, so let us talk about this gorgeous quilt behind me. So we have been building several quilts behind the scenes for a while now, and we're just rolling them out to you so that we can sort of spread the joy with seeing some new inspiration and such. This 12-pack we have called the Little Ballerina Fat Stack. So let me show you the stack of fabric first. This is a regular fat quarter bundle, so this is one of the $39 bundles that we put together. And then I'll share with you the collection, and then we'll talk about the quilt behind me. And then we'll talk about some great backing options. So this particular pattern or fabric here, isn't it cute? It is a Dear Stella collection and based on a Dear Stella collection. So the core pieces here, we have these ones, these guys here, and these guys here. So all sorts of different scales, really fun, really pretty. Let me make that caption go away. Okay, so the fabric collection that it was based on is called Life Behind Bars, B-A-R-R-E-S, Life Behind Bars. And then we added some really great other tonals with it. So we have some grunge, we have some canvas, we have some more grunge, we have the Dear Stella, I believe it's called Moonscape. We put in here some sweet melody basics from Henry Glass, and then rounded it out with more Moonscape. So we brought in a little bit of this tealy, turquoise, deep turquoise color here, some pink, some beautiful purples, and then that periwinkly kind of purple into the indigo. We have, I believe, all these fabrics still on the bolt, and we have these together here. Let me grab that link for you in case if you were super excited to start perusing those. I put a collection up on the front page of the website, and it is called Quarter Square Triangle Little Ballerina Collection. And that is right there. So you can see that 12-pack ballerina quarter square triangle. All right, I saw that went through. Let me get back to my screen here. All right, so we have a new 12-pack pattern that I had said is in store for you, and it looks just like this. And we paired it with a solid for the background color here, and we used Tula Pink Unicorn Poop Glitter Solid. We just got it back in stock today. I don't think it's quite updated on the website yet. I included it in the collection just so you could see it. You need 2 3/4 yards for the background in order to make that. Now this pattern does call for a border all the way around the perimeter, but you know my philosophy with borders in our store samples. So most of the time I don't include a border on our store samples. Number one, because of wall space, display space. Number two, because I don't want to hog the fabric. You know, a lot of times some of these super pretty fabrics, I only get so much of, and if I use it, then you can't use it, and then you're sad, and I don't want you to be sad. And then probably the biggest reason for it is that if I don't put a border on it, you're able to audition different fabrics to be your border so that you can have a unique quilt. So you could decide, oh, I want to use this quilt here, this fabric here. So I'm just going to hold it up here. So I encourage you in the store to hold up the different fabrics next to the quilt that you would like to audition to be your borders, okay? So the border and binding, if you're going to have them match, is 2 1/4. If you were just going to use it for a border and then use a different binding, we'll help you figure that out in store. 10 yards, of course, will cover whatever you need. If you are making the whole quilt, it turns into a 68 by 84. If you are doing without the border, just like we did, it is 56 by 72. And then we used 5/8 of a yard of binding, 7 strips to go around. You also could use the bias binding on a roll if that was more your jam. So let's talk about how this block goes together, because I think it's pretty cool. And this is, I'm not sure that we can see, yeah, actually, I think you actually can see it better through the lens here. The alternating design that comes out from this particular piece. And then what we did is that we used all of the focus pieces in the fat quarter stack for our larger block centers, and then we used the coordinates for our piecing. The pattern does call for you to, the pattern calls for you to cut some from each. However, you can choose to separate how you wanted to treat the fabrics and just use maybe the coordinates for your blocks and then for your piecing, and the focus fabrics for the big blocks. So let me clear this off here, and then we're going to look at how to put those quarter square triangles together. So this is not one of those quilts that we do any sort of chain speed piecing with, okay? So I'm just going to open this up here so that you can see it, okay? Probably pretty hard to see this, but you can, the gist of it, seeing that we're putting units together and then we're making these blocks so that half of the block has a light background and half of the block has a dark background. And so the white in here is our background. So in our case, it's the Glitter by Tula Pink. So I'm just going to lay it out here before we do any piecing. So I'm going to lay out a light block here, okay? So we would have 3 of the glitters and then 1 of our dark pieces, okay? So how does this go together? This goes together by, we're first going to put this to this, okay? So we're going to lay it on top. And what's important to see here is that when you're laying it on top, you're going to have these overlaps, okay? So you have the overlap here where it's a 1/4 inch. We're going to call it the valley, right? So these are not nubbed triangles. So we'll stitch that. After we stitch it, we're going to press it, and then we're going to attach this piece here, okay? So we're going to lay it on top. You can see there's a valley here on this side and on that side. We're going to sew a 1/4 inch. We used gray thread here so that you could see it, hopefully a little bit. Stitch it, and then finally, you attach that bottom piece. After it's all together, you'll go ahead and clean up all of your little nubby edges. All right? You're going to repeat the process for the alternating blocks. So for the alternating blocks, you've laid it out. You're going to have scrappy outside. Okay, scrappy outside, and then that center piece is your background. Okay. And we just used some random pieces. You'll probably want to use all different pieces as you are putting these together, so it can be just like our quilt in back where it's all scrappy. Okay. And then you have it like that. Once your quadrants are together, you are going to put your quadrants together. So it's going to look like that. I'm going to quick check the comments to make sure that anyone had any questions, that we can answer them here, and we would put them together here and here, here and here, and then put our halves together. That will measure 8.5-inch square unfinished. All right, let me check here on the comments. I think we're doing pretty good. Oh, I see here that people are watching from all over the country. Woo-hoo-hoo! Watching from Vegas and Illinois. Thanks so much. Holly stopped in, saw the color wall. Ooh, we'll talk about that a little bit later. Yes, super cool. All right, so what do you think? It's a fun little block that you can put together. I do recommend that you pre-starch your fabric before you chop it up so that it gives you a little bit more stability and that you don't have to worry about the bias as you're putting that together. But Heidi said it actually was not as putsy as some of the other quilts that she has done. It was a lot of fun seeing these mosaic triangles come together, and you can see here how they all went together. So she did not lay out these blocks all before she put everything together. So, okay, let me just see here. So like on this block here, we had to look really closely to see it. You can see this fabric's in here twice. No big deal. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if you were super, super, super crazy about it, you do have 8 different tonal fabrics that you could, oh my goodness, very, very, very carefully make sure were in every single block and only once in every single block. But then you're going to go crazy, and then you're going to say, okay, but then I don't want it to touch here and here and here. And so you know what? Go ahead, grab your fabrics, put them together. Just make sure that they're not all pink or they're not all green. You know, just grab, try to spread them out a little bit. And look, isn't it fabulous? I think it's great. I think it just naturally works out in being nice and balanced. And it's a good exercise for you for playing with some scrap piecing. Ooh, I know. Also, if you're making this quilt from home with your own fabrics, feel free to use as many fabrics as you want for those triangles. The more fabrics, the merrier. I love lots of fabrics. All right. Ooh, Kathy loves these fabrics. She says, so pretty. Yes, so, and if you've been around me for a while, you know that I say that Wisconsin quilters seem to gravitate towards purple and violets. So that's one of their favorite go-to colors for quilting. All right, so sometimes you also ask me what's on the back. Well, on the back, we have this really great Shannon Cottle. Ooh, and you can see the texture of the quilting. Angie quilted some really cute ballet slippers on here. So it's a really cute quilting that she had done using very sweet lavender thread on there. Super cute. So what might you want to use on the back of this quilt? Well, if you were thinking Cottle, let me just shove this in my pocket here. We have a variety of different Cottle options for you. So let's take a peek. Looking at the flat C3 Cottle, I think, we used a darker one. So this one here, so we have, this is Iris, pretty. And this one here is Lavender. Can you see it if I put it up top? Let's see. Aha, you can. Then we have Eggplant. And this one's a little bit more electric. This is purple. Purple might be too electric for this quilt, but I just want to show you what purple looked like for comparison. And then I have a C390, which is the 90-inch wide. All of these are 58-60 wide, and this one here is 90 wide. So if you have that larger quilt, the 90 wides that we have in a variety of different colors, fewer colors than the 56-60s, but we still have a growing selection of the 90s, and this one is Viola. If you were looking for something a little bit more printy, I pulled this one here. While it is a little bit, well, the florals might be a little bit more mature. I just wanted to share here that this one is a beautiful, it's called Mallard Flowered House Cuddle. So that one's pretty. And then I also wanted to share with you a couple Luxe. Oh, this one is Indigo. Ooh, this one's deeper. I pulled this Luxe. This is Florence Jewel. Super fun. I often don't use the Luxe on the back of quilts. It's a little plush. But sometimes you want to make a fun little throw to go along with your quilt. And so this would be a perfect option. Or maybe you wanted to make a fun accent pillow. And then I grabbed this super cute Tula Mama Geo wide back that I thought was cool. Let's look at it overhead. And that one is really nice. The colors go super well. I think it is super sweet. And if you had wanted to use the smaller scale, the Baby Geo works really well. This is from Moon Garden. I also thought with this kind of indigo periwinkle color, these hearts from Besties could go really, really well with the collection as well. So these are options, and I have included several of them in the collection. So I hope you enjoy that. I see another Kathy has said she loves the backing ideas, so that's fabulous. And then I had some other ballerina things that I just wanted to show you because, well, I could because you're here with me tonight, that I put in the ballerina section. So they are more of the traditional pink color, and I just wanted to share them with you. So I'm just going to pull them over. And I do, as I was preparing for tonight, I realized one of the things I wanted to show you didn't have a picture on it. So we'll have to add that picture to the website after we're done. We have this tutus and something and toe shoes panel that could be super cute for, let me back up here so that you can see this. So this is a 24-inch panel. It is probably intended to cut it up and use the different squares. And then there's a super cute border on the top and bottom. This is one of our value-priced panels that is 50% off, so it's only $4.50. Currently, it is the item on there that says the tutus and toe shoes panel without a picture in the collection. All right. Then what else do I have? I have this one's in the $6 bin. The $6 bin. This one here. The white makes it look a little crazy, but this one's super cute. And then we have some classic. These are in the $8.96 area. So some great toe shoes. Some more mature ballerinas here. More shoes. And lastly, ballet words, because you know me, I like my words. So just all sorts of ballerina options to get you sewing for the favorite ballerina in your life. Or maybe you have taken up ballet. I was talking with some of the business owners in the village last week. We had done a tour of the village with our business group, and we were talking about the Irish dancers that are over by Yema's over there, and then we were talking about tap dancing and all sorts of really fun things. And so we all want to start tap dancing in our spare time. All right. I hope you enjoyed our quilt lesson today, the quarter square triangle quilt. This pattern will be available for you to pick up when you come in store, and it also will be included with every online order that you place over the next bit. Please know that we do have the Luck of the Irish quilt hanging up in store, and that pattern is available for you as well. It is absolutely gorgeous. We just wanted to be able to share this with you as it is new off the machine, and we wanted to share it with you. All right. And whew, you know, we had a little bit of a lag for a while where we had no new 12-pack quilts. So now we're just going to have all of the 12-pack quilts. What do you think? Yeah, let's just have all the quilts. Next up, I'm going to show you a brand new fabric collection that arrived today. It is called Pips by Kim Schaefer. So we were celebrating Kim Schaefer Love a couple weeks ago. It was her birthday on the 29th. Was that just last week? That was just last week. Whew, time seems to fly. So Pips is a tight little collection here. Oh my goodness, we're going to look at it overhead. And of 10 pieces, we have bundles together. I think the yardage hasn't been received online, so the bundles are available. The yardage will be available either tonight or tomorrow. And I love it because I hope this is going to be a basic for them because it's amazing. Okay, let me put overhead because you just need to see it. So it has little pin dots here, but what I love about it is that they are non-organized. They're like just not structured, and it's not one color, so it just gives it such dimension. So we have a red, we have orange, we have yellow. I mean, look at how vibrant this is. We have green, we have blue, we have a dark blue, we have a light lavender, we have sort of a plummy magenta, we have black on white, and we have white on black. So this is Pips by Kim Schaefer. Let me grab that link for you. We have fat quarter bundles available as well as a half yard bundle available. I also paired with it a fun book that I'm going to share with you in just a minute. Here we go. There's the link. And each of these fabrics, oh, let me check. Someone just asked how much a yard. So the Pips fabric is $12.48 a yard. And we did put basic stickers on it. I'm not sure how long it's going to be available as a basic, but I did want to share it with you that we are intending on reordering it for as long as it's possible to reorder it. So we included in the collection the book Penguins, Sew Penguins, Puppies, Porcupines, Oh My, 39 Baby Animals. So we have 4 of them, and these are just really, really, really great shapes. You could make them together, you could make them separate. I think making the owl quilt, wouldn't this be cool, making it out of the pips? I think this could be really amazing. So all of the designs in the book are full scale, I believe. I don't think you have to increase them at all. They're all full size, and I just love, love, love her illustrations and her applique shapes here. So this is normally $27.95. I have included it in the collection for $19.99. Woohoo! We have 4 available. You'll want to scoop it up. It's a great book, and I just wanted to have some Kim Schaefer love and offer it at a special price for you tonight. The fat quarter tower of the Pips collection is $32.50, and the half yard collection, 10 half yards, $65. If you were wanting a different custom cut collection, just let me know. And we have a complimentary pattern from Andover that I want to share with you. Let me hop on over to my computer, and then I can share the pattern with you. Share screen. Pips patterns. Here we go. Share. And that is the link for you to be able to see that collection or see that pattern inspiration. It's called the Color Me Happy Quilt, designed by Kim Schaefer, 60 by 70 for a confident beginner, and it is squares set on point. Beautiful with this collection or any other saturated tonal collection. Super pretty. All right. Super fun. I hope you enjoy that. Ooh, and we have more people joining in, so thanks for joining us tonight. Lots of fun stuff to see. So I posted to our Facebook or social media yesterday that we've begun our color wall restock. So, you know, I keep on telling you that things don't always come exactly when we think and all that good stuff. And so I'm so excited because we have a whole bunch of our reorders coming in. So we got in our thatched, and so that rounds out, unless if we sold out of something again, but said we had back in stock all of the colors of thatched. We got in a whole bunch of grunge. So super amazing and yummy. We got in some more dimples. We got in part of our Tula Basic reorder, which includes the solids as well as the prints. We're getting a little bit more of that, and so just lots and lots of solids to round out all of the great go-withs that we need. And while we were doing that, we thought, you know what? We had so much fun with our scrappy green fat stack that we put together for the Luck of the Irish quilt. We thought we would continue and go around the color wheel. So we haven't gotten all the way around the color wheel, but I wanted to show you what we have so far. What do you think? All right, so let's look overhead. We're going to start with the purple. And why with the purple? Because, well, we love it. So far with these color builder bundles, we have been doing fat stacks, so 12 fat quarters. And as we run out, we'll make more. And we probably will have to use other fabrics, okay? So if you are tied to these fabrics, grab it sooner than later. And if these go well, we'll just keep making them. Also, let me know if you were looking for bundles that were half yard or greater. So just all sorts of things, going from plummy to violet to periwinkle, all sorts of great textured solids. So we're calling these the Color Builder Bundles. Let me get you the link to that collection. Super fun collection here. And I included that in the As Seen in Must Sew TV below. So I'm going to grab the collection for you. Okay. So this is the purple. Purple. What color do you think we should show you next? How about the blue? All right, let's do the blue. You twisted my arm. And you know, all of these purples would go really well with our little ballerina stack too. Okay, now we have the blue color builder. So, you know, the blues go across, we were trying to stay more saturated colors, whimsical for your, I'm calling them Crayola Bright quilts. Okay, so we do include some light blue going into some turquoisey and then some royals. Not so much navy. We didn't want to get too dark, but that's really pretty. All right, so that's our blue. Then we have our green. Now we had to rebuild our green, so it's a little bit different from the green we showed you the first time, but the picture reflects what's available now. And there are times that we may be putting in solids into these if we need to round out a certain color. So I believe that we have a solid or two in here because we just needed that color in here. So feel free to go between the color wall and the solid wall and mix in those textures like the Essex linens. Now we're in our reds, and so we have some warm red and some cool red. Back in the day, if you ever prescribed or heard of the Mary Ellen Hopkins, It's Okay to Sit on My Quilt methodology, she actually said all reds go with all reds and all greens go with all greens. So here, Stash Builder Bundle, we have the warm and the cool. So what I recommend is that when you are combining the warm and cool families in something like this, is that you have it have friends. So if we only had this one here and we took out, let's see here, well, it still sparkles, but it might look a titch out of place, okay? So you want to make sure it has friends. And when you're picking out fabric here, I always encourage you to just grab bolts. And rather than just pick one bolt out at a time and put it away and take another bolt and put it away, grab all the bolts, play with them together, see how they work, and then take out different pieces or add things back in. But you can see here that we have some very whimsical Patroclus and some very serious Three Sisters in here. All sorts of great options. And so that's our red color builder. This one with the twinkle star, this was just too good. I think it's the only one in here that has white on it, but I thought that it was necessary to round out the color. And then we did a white on white collection. Ooh, 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 white on white. And you can see some of them may have a tinge, might be more of a warm white. Some of them brilliant white. All of them have a little print. So it's near impossible to see it on the screen here. But know that there's all sorts of really fun prints. We didn't do anything crazy like do sewing specific or alphabet in here. They're all just little textures, just like you saw in the other colors. So we put that together for you. I think that's a really good one. Really, really, really good one. And also I want you to feel comfortable with using all the different shades of white when you are using background. And you know, if you start using a variety and you feel like one of them's out of place, what are you going to do? Add more friends. So just add more in order to help round out if you feel like the color's going in one direction or the other. Okay. So those are the color bundles that we put together. We've been busy chopping, 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 and folding. So we have one other fat stack that we have that's going back in the mix. It's a new version of the Blue Meadow fat stack. Ooh, so we still have some of these fabrics available on the Bolt, but we are quickly working through all of these luscious fabrics, especially as we get into spring. So I'm going to share with what this selection is of the Blue Meadow fabrics. So, and I feel like we're in a very violet-y, periwinkle-y mood. Like everything's going. So we have, see, look here. This is our purple stack. Let me pull over our ballerinas. See, it even goes with the ballerinas. I should be wearing a purple shirt tonight. Oh, somebody call wardrobe. Tell them I'm wearing the wrong color. However, you know, this blush kind of works. It kind of works. Not as good. I should have lavender or periwinkle on tonight. All right. I don't know. Somebody's got to get on that wardrobe department. Make sure that I have all the different colors of shirts available. So that's Blue Meadow fat stack, and we still have the yardage available. It's actually right here until probably tomorrow, because I think Pips is going right here. Pips. You have to see it in all of its glory before it gets separated and put into the color wall, since it's a nice little tight collection. All right. Couple items I wanted to share with you. Reminding you that we did get in the Go Bold with 3-yard quilts. That's in stock now. And then super excited that we have Carol Dokes re-releasing of her Show Me How to Paper Piece and her 60 fabulous paper piece stars. So we have these books back in stock in store. Great, great references. And if you are looking to learn how to paper piece, this is your go-to book. And you even have the paper foundations that you can use these paper foundations, or you can transfer onto paper piecing paper in order to practice. So we have these in store, and they are in the Must Sew TV books that are on the front page of the website. Do we have any questions today? Let me see here. Ooh, I should have had you vote for our favorite colors. So I see here that Kathy likes the pink, Sharon likes the red. Ooh, 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 lots of fun. So this weekend, we are going to be doing something super exciting. So on Saturday, we are going to be having a flash. Well, I suppose it's not a flash sale. It's a pop-up sale. I don't know. We're having a blade sale on Saturday. So it is in store during the day. And then, assuming if we have anything left, we probably will have stuff left. But you never know. Then we will be posting it online after close of business on Saturday through the weekend for anything that's remaining. So we have brought in 10-pack. We haven't had 10 packs in for forever. And so we have the 10 packs in of the 45 millimeters. We restocked all of our blades. And it will also apply to cutters. So we have our cutters and our blades will be on sale. They'll be 30% off. That's going to be really, really awesome. So you'll be able to, it's going to be limited, so you can't clear us out, but they are 30% off on blades on Saturday. And then I wanted to share with you, I also got in spinny mats. Woohoo! So we have the 12-inch spinny mat that we have in, and we also got in the 17-inch spinny mat. So these are really, really great to use as you're squaring up your blocks, because I always tell you, you want to be cutting perpendicular to your body and away from your body. So when you're squaring up a block, if you like to square up a block, I want you to always go away from yourself, so you'll spin your mat so that you always are cutting away from yourself, okay? Because we want to be safe when we are quilting. Before we go tonight, I'm going to show you our bundle of the week again. And want to remind you that this gorgeous quilt that's behind us is our newest 12-pack pattern that is available for pickup or is included with your online orders. Okay, our bundle of the week is this super pretty, super soft. I'll match this. The spring bundle. It's like a desert spring bundle. Inspired by the florals here. Let's take a peek overhead. So it's inspired by these two gorgeous Dear Stella pieces. We also received some really cool forest friends, some sweet, sweet, sweet deer and foxes and little baby forest animals that are realistic. But I thought we would showcase these florals in a more mature way. I love the Essex that we included with it. We also did some Ruby Star, some Art Gallery, some Fancy That Design House. This is from Dawn on the Prairie. So that whole line really works well here. And we included some textured solids of some grunges. I love this one with it, with that. I just love this one with it. And then this more vibrant cross hatch to pick up some of the brighter tones of the flowers. We have the fat quarter stacks as well as the half-yard bundles of this collection. And those special prices will be applicable while supplies last. And those fabrics are on the regular price wall. So it's a great, great, great deal that you're getting with this bundle of the week this week. But also, there's a lot of really amazing things that you can do with it. And we have a lot of fabrics that will go with it in store from the Dear Stella Art Gallery, Fancy That Design House, and Ruby Star just will blend really, really nice if you are into that palette. Well, I would like to thank you so, so much for joining us tonight. I'll take a peek at those comments after we go to make sure that I haven't missed any of your questions. We are going to be having our 30% off blade sale on Saturday. So it is in store from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. At 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, any remaining inventory is going to go online, and that price will hold until Tuesday morning at open. So you'll want to check that out. And if you are from afar, you can't make it in, and you're super worried, give us a buzz so that we can hook you up in store. All right, but I want to make sure that people who are watching our videos and local to us can take advantage of these great deals before the general public. So thank you, thank you, thank you, and I hope you enjoy that fun. Until next week, Happy quilting, and we'll see you soon.